Hello and welcome back to the channel. So I've got a few things I'm just going to share with you on this video. This is in line for next week for going to Shrewsbury and the prison and the castle, but particularly the prison. I've had a look on the weather forecast and it's showing now there's going to be light rain. So I'm probably going to pack my poncho, which is basically a light mac, which I've taken with me to Croatia. And it does keep you dry, and it's less weight to carry. So, but hopefully again over the weekend the weather could change. But like I've said before, both attractions that I'm going to go to are indoors. The castle is indoors, and also the prison is an indoor attraction. So if it rains, it doesn't matter. But it does ruin the day really, because you want it to be a nice sunny day. But anyway, that's just how it is. It's English weather. But because the castle is a regimental museum as well, so there's a lot of army uniforms and things to look at, and medals. Because I watched a video last night on YouTube, somebody else's channel, who'd been to the castle and also went up to Laura's Tower, where you can get a good view of the station and over Shrewsbury. So again, I'm still going to do all those things. It's just that the weather's going to be a bit dodgy, but I'm not going to let it stop me going and enjoying myself. So I'm going to show you a couple of postcards of the prison and also a map, which I managed to find. So this first postcard is one of the wings. So as you can see, you've got the netting above, and then you've got all the cells. So if you are into classic British comedy like Porridge, you'll know what this kind of thing is. It basically, when I went into the prison, the theme tune of Porridge goes through my head, where Ronnie Barker says at the beginning, Norman Stanley Fletcher, you'll go to prison for 5 years, so, and I love watching classic comedies like that, so this kind of reminds me of it. It was going through my head the whole time. Apparently Ricky Tomlinson served a couple of years here as well, particularly when the miners' strike was on in the 70s, so he had a couple of years in prison for something, so maybe check that out on Wikipedia or Google. But he did spend a couple of years in this prison, because there's a picture of him as you enter the prison at the entrance, which I will show you on the video footage next week, and I'll do a live stream as well. So that's what one of the wings looks like. Okay, so the next postcard is inside one of the cells at the prison, because I know they've done a few TV series at the prison as well, including one with Sean Bean. So you may know which one that is, so leave a comment in the comment section if you do. Let me know what it is, but I know I've videoed parts of it before. So that's inside one of the cells at the prison. And then the next one, the third one, which I bought at the prison last time in September, is the gatehouse, with a statue at the top there as well. So that's the gatehouse at Shrewsbury Prison before you actually go in. So the entrance is actually this side of it, but you can go into this building round the back of it. So there's 3 postcards of Shrewsbury Prison. So again, that you've got the cell, the gatehouse, and then of course one of the wings. And the next thing I'm going to show you now, because when you enter the prison you generally get a visitor's guide. So that's the year the prison's been open, 1793 to 2013. So that's when it closed to inmates, and you can see it's got a picture of that gatehouse on it. And then on the back is one of the wings. So at the prison you can do tours. So there's actually 5 tours you can do. There's a guided tour with one of the officers, and then you still get free time to look round. Self-guided tour, you just take as long as you want. There's a ghost tour, which is obviously done in an evening. There's a lights out tour, and there's also a tunnel tour, which is below the prison, which I've never done. So that's something that's separate. There's also activities you can do. There's angel and axe throwing, archery wars, kids archery, eye combat, laser games, and escape rooms. And then you can do a prison break. You get a night behind bars, paranormal investigations, music behind bars. And then you can do school groups to do film locations, and then the website and the social media groups are there, pages are there with the phone numbers as well. So you generally get given this guide when you enter the prison to go and do yourself or with a guided tour. So I'll open the guide up now, because it's basically a map of the prison. So there you go. So you've got the map of the prison, okay? So the first page here, number 1 and 2, you've got the segregation and the strip cell, which is here. and then you've got A wing there, and then you've got, and C wing is on the end, and then you've got A wing and C wing again. So you've got the whole prison. So you've got the ground floor and the upstairs. Ground floor and upstairs on both these pages. So this is level 1, that one's level 2. So you've also got the restaurant as well, which is located in here on this bit. You've also got toilets, as well as places for selfies, pardon the joke. The entrance of the prison is actually here. So you go into this building here, and then you've got the prison van, which is located outside, and then you go into the main prison. And then you've also got a railway track there. You've got the reception, the padded cell, the 2013 cell. There's 3 different cells that you can see. There's a modern day one, which is 2013, a 1995 cell, and a 1960 cell. And then you've also got palliative care, so if inmates are really poorly. You've got the chapel, a visitor area, the executioner's room, the haunted cell. So it's all on this map. So you get given this at the entrance of the prison, okay? So I'm going to put the link in the description under the video anyway of the prison, so you can take a look at it. So that's a guide of the prison, when it was opened, when it closed, and then obviously on the back you've got all the information there regarding events that take place and things that you can get involved with as well. If you want to stay overnight at the cell in the prison, you have to be over 18 to do it apparently, but there's information on the website on all these things, so I'm going to put that link in the description under this video. So I hope that helps, so you've got a bit of an idea of what to expect next week. So again, as I say, the weather's looking a bit dodgy, but again, it's not going to stop me enjoying myself. I'm going to the prison and looking around, and also going to the castle first, and then having some lunch, and then I will go to the prison and spend the afternoon in there before I get the train back. So there'll be lots of footage, lots of live streams. So please subscribe at Colsmith25, and I may include the pictures of those postcards on this video as well before the end, so you can see them, and take a photograph of the map inside and include that as well. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.